multiplying and dividing integers is very simple, actually. All you have to do is count up the number of negative symbols in your problem. And when you count up the number of negative symbols in your problem, if you have an odd number of negative symbols, your answer is going to be negative. If you have an even number of negative symbols, your answer is going to be positive. It's that simple. And if you have no negative symbols, your answer will be positive, just like it always has been ever since you first started doing multiplication. So to show you, I don't want to look at that. That's all confusing. To show you, find each product, multiply it out. 5 times 2. Your whole life, 5 times 2 has been what? 10. That's what it is. It's 10. There's no negative symbols. The answer is 10. The next one. Count up the number of negative symbols. How many are there? 1. Is 1 odd or even? 1 is odd. So, if I have an odd number of negative symbols, my answer is going to be negative. And 4 times 5 is 20. That's it. That's all. All you have to do is count up the number of negative symbols. If you have an odd number of negative symbols, your answer is going to be negative. If you have an even number of negative symbols, your answer is going to be positive. This problem. Odd or even? Odd. So my answer is going to be negative. 3 times 2 is? Odd or even? Even. So my answer is going to be? My answer is going to be positive. Okay? And 4 times 2 is? 8. Can you handle that? I mean, as long as you know your multiplication and division, you're good. What? Count up the number of negative symbols in the whole problem. That's it, the whole problem. So if your problem was this, negative 3 times negative 6 times 2 times negative 5, count them up. There's 1, 2, 3. Whatever this is, my answer is going to be negative because there's an odd number of negative symbols. Okay, then I'd multiply it out. 3 times 6 is 18, times 2 is 36, times 5 is 180, something like that. What? I'll get there. Okay? So, what's my answer for A? Tell me in. 12. What's my answer for B? Jonathan? Negative 14. You are also going to have problems that look like this. It says evaluate negative 7x for each value of x. So, what does that mean, negative 7x? Lauren. Kevin. Negative 7. Negative 7 times x, which is, and then it tells us x is negative 3, so this problem actually is negative 7 times negative 3, which is 21. Blackjack. What? Okay. Next problem. All we do is plug in x. So we got negative 7 times 5, which is, Marissa? Negative 35. Okay. That's it for multiplication. It's really that simple. Who would have thought multiplication and division would be easier than addition and subtraction? I would have thought that. Oh, that's right. That's because I know. We're not solving all this. How many negative symbols are in negative 30 divided by 6? 1. So is my answer going to be odd or is it going to be even? It's going to be odd. Or it's going to be negative. We're dividing. What's the answer to this one?
6.
Very good. I think you guys can handle it. It's pretty simple. Your homework. Your homework. Page 626. 18 to 38 even. And page 630. 10 to 36 even.